Interesting to me that when I first saw you, you were doing a spot-on Tom Cruise impression, and then you flash forward all these years with Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise plays this executive in Tropic Thunder, and it is one. I mean, I've talked to Tom Cruise about it. It is one of the funniest cameos. He comes out of nowhere, and I know that he came to you when you, I don't know if you approached him about playing this character and said, what's the character's name? Is it Lou?
Les Grossman.
Les Grossman.
Yeah.
He had like two
Jewish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never really stated, but it's kind of implied.
It occurred to me now, that's a Jewish name. But he had requests, right? He had two requests, which was, correct me if I'm right, or you could say he wanted his hands.
Yeah, he wanted to have big, thick forearms that were hairy.
And
he wanted to be Jewish,
and
okay?
he wanted to,
and he wanted to dance,
and he wanted to dance,
yeah.
And so,
again, Jewish.
What's crazy to me is that when he said those things to you, you might have been thinking, "Oh, what? I don't know." Did you right away say?
No, I mean, it's a strange set of circumstances the way that this happened. We had done this little short for the MTV Movie Awards where I played his stuntman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we had met a couple of times over the years before that, but then we had a great time doing that together and had stayed in touch since then. And I had this idea for the movie for a long time. I had been working on it with Justin Theroux, and Eitan Cohen came on later, and we finally had the script, and I had talked to Tom about it. And originally I wanted Tom to play my part.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I was like too nervous to ask him to do it.
Yeah.
Because he's Tom Cruise.
Sure. Yeah.
He has other stuff to do.
Yeah.
And we were friendly and hanging out. He was so nice and like just the greatest guy. But I didn't want to bother him really with this. And, but I eventually sent him the script and he was like, this is great. I'd love to be a part of this. And I was like, well, maybe you could play, there's like an agent role. And he's like, well, no, I've played an agent before.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
And he said, but it was his idea, this character. He said, you don't have a studio exec in the movie.
Perfect.
Yeah. So this was like 3 months or maybe like 2.5 months before we started shooting. And Justin and I were like, well, Tom would like to be in the movie, and he had this idea of playing a studio exec. And so we went back and came up with Les Grossman, and it changed the whole plot of the movie, but made it so much better.